Identifying simple, compound, and complex sentences. A simple sentence is an independent clause. It tells a complete thought and has both a subject and a predicate or verb. My friend Alex loves to play the piano. My friend Alex is the subject. Loves to play the piano is the predicate. So we have an independent clause or a simple sentence. A compound sentence contains two independent clauses joined with a comma and the coordinating conjunctions and, or, but, or so. Alex loves to play the piano and she plays it very well. In the first independent clause, we have Alex as the subject, loves to play the piano as the predicate, and in the second independent clause, we have she as the subject and plays it very well. They're joined with the coordinating conjunction and. A complex sentence has an independent clause and at least one dependent clause. We enjoy sitting outside when the weather is warm. We is the subject, enjoy sitting outside. That's an independent clause. We enjoy sitting outside. Then we have a subordinating conjunction and the weather, which would be the subject, and is warm, which would be the predicate. When the weather is warm is a dependent clause. So that whole sentence is a complex sentence. We could turn it around and put the dependent clause first. The subordinating conjunction when, then the weather is warm. Then we have the independent clause. We enjoy sitting outside, the independent clause. Notice that when we put the dependent clause first, we use a comma. Let's look at a few sentences and decide if they are simple, compound, or complex. The girls in our class are taller than the boys. Well, we have a subject, the girls in our class. The girls in our class what? Are taller than the boys. We have a subject and a predicate, so that's one independent clause. That means it's a simple sentence. Let's look at another one. I brush my teeth before I go to bed. Well, we have a subject I, brush my teeth. That's an independent clause. Then we have a subordinating conjunction. And we have a subject, I, go to bed as a predicate. So that's a dependent clause. So since we have an independent clause and a dependent clause, then we have a complex sentence. Here's another example. My backpack is green and Grayson's is blue. We have my backpack as a subject, is green as a predicate. That's an independent clause. Then we have Grayson's as a subject, is blue as a predicate. That's another independent clause. They're joined with the conjunction and a comma before the and, so we have a compound sentence. We'll look at one more. After we have dinner, I do my homework. Well, we start with after, which is a subordinating conjunction. Do we have a clause here? We have a subject, we. Have dinner would be a predicate, so we do have a clause, but it's a dependent clause. We need an independent clause if this is going to be a correct sentence. Do we have an independent clause? We have another subject and we have another predicate. So yes, we do have an independent clause. So since we have a dependent clause and an independent clause, then this is a complex sentence. Now it is your turn. Show what you learned by completing the Google form.